Right, we have just left our mooring where we were for 5 days at Clifton Hampden, and to be honest with you, I think it is one of my favourite moorings of all time. It's up there because we were just tucked beneath the trees. If you went Thames Path side, you would look through tall grasses to see our boat. And then behind our mooring we had the magnificent arched red brick bridge, which was the work of the architect George Gilbert Scott, and it's just absolutely stunning to look at and to cross over. It was just a fabulous mooring. We had thunderstorms. And it was a great opportunity to use our new rain catcher because we want to try to recycle the water from the rain into our tank. So we have found a way of doing that, which is really exciting, so we've got to use that. So far we have really, I think, in the last couple of days managed to recycle about 20 litres of water, which is enough for a shower. But also whilst we were at Clifton Hampden, I did lots of walking. I did my first proper nature journal study of some poppies in a poppy field, following the John Muir Law's guide on one of the books that I got for my birthday. So I sat there for about an hour with Zephyr, and we had a lovely time actually.
Zephyr and I have just walked, we've come off the Thames Path and we have walked to sit in the middle of a field to see what interesting things in terms of wildlife come past and greet us. So there's the field of poppies.
Now Clifton Hampden is in the conservation area, which is looked after by the Earths Trust. And as a result of that, there are a lot of areas which are kept for the natural wildlife. So I've had great fun sitting in amongst the grasses. I have been stung and blistered by several biting insects and horseflies, but I had to sacrifice that in order to observe the grasshoppers. So please enjoy the mindful cruise now along the River Thames as we leave Clifton Hampden in the pouring rain. On the left hand side there are some amazing houses to see with their manicured lawns which lead out to moorings for their own private boats. And on the right hand side, on the Thames Path side, there's the wonderful long tall grasses and reeds, and then you'll see what I'm going to focus on at the end of my video. When nature journaling, it's good practice to ask yourself 3 questions about the thing it is you are observing. What do I notice? What do I wonder? And what does it remind me of? I noticed that the poppy seed heads had a varying amount of lines, but the seed head with the least amount of lines, 9, was yellow rather than green. During my observation, a tree bumblebee and a hoverfly visited the poppies as pollinators, and 2 tiny black beetles seemed to be living deep inside the red petals of the poppy that I was studying. I wondered about the number of lines, which is why I counted them in each seed head visible, and about the seed dispersal, as there were clumps of poppies all around me, as well as the field of crimson petals in the distance. But as I was blessed to see 3 stages of poppy life in front of me, this reminded me of the teen to old age human equivalent, as the buds drooped and shyly hung their heads, and the young adults displayed their translucent tissue paper petals like treasure, leaving the lined yet beautiful seed head elders blowing and nodding in the wind.